Hi, this is Alexandra with Beadaholique, here to make the Ruby Wreath set. For our prototype, we have the Olivine version that's done with a pretty necklace and earrings, great for the holidays. And this version is with the ruby colored Swarovski crystals that are about 12 millimeter, and some beautiful faux pearls, 4 millimeter, some silver plated cable chain, and an unfinished ear wire that will make a really nice complement to the necklace. So I wanted to show you also that we're using some twisted craft wire, which if I hold this one up, you can see gives a really nice effect of added decorative kind of flair to that. So that's what we'll use for this in the silver version. So you can see I've done most of the prep work here. I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this craft wire now, the twisted craft wire, about, I would say, 4 inches. And this will start our wreath wrap. So I'm going to go ahead and put the briolets on, all 5 together, and when they're near the center of the wire, I'm going to go ahead and loop the 2 sides together. I'm going to bring a larger portion off to one side and twist. I'm just locking those 2 wires together so that one will come straight off the top for our wire wrap, and the other is going to rotate in and out around the briolets. And they're quite flush together, so it takes a little working to tuck them in. Tuck the wire in between each. And when I've come back to the top and met my other wire, I'm going to bring it around the base and loop my tail end twice around the base of that longer end there, and clip. Now, tuck that little leftover portion tight inside, and I'm ready to put on my decorative pearl. It's got the pearl on. I'm going to go ahead and do my wire wrap. And this is a style choice for me. I like to create a double wrap over the top. It gives it a little more of a feel of a bail and shows off the twisted wire nicely. So twice around and then twice around the base. Here again, I'm actually going to double back over my first wrap. Just give it a bit of a more substantial look. And I'll tuck the remainder. Straighten it up. Here's our little wreath. And now we'll slip it onto a jump ring. And I have the same 4 millimeter 20 gauge jump ring that's good for 3 different connections here. The front with the focal piece, and also the back to attach the clasp, and the back for the clasp to latch onto. And so all 3 are good size for that. Oops. Go ahead and latch my chain on here. Close up the jump ring. go ahead and put my pearl onto my unfinished ear wire. These findings are a great way to tie the earring in with the necklace. And I'm going to angle that off and wrap. Use my tool to help me get it around there. All right. For my final simple step, I'm going to go ahead and wrap that bralette for our earring. Cut another portion of wire here, about 3 inches. String on my bead. Bring about 1 inch over to that side. Angle across. And do a figure 8 wrap with this twisted craft wire. So I'm angling straight off the top. I coil the tail around the base. Wire broke, but I think it's just the right length actually. Go ahead and tuck the remainder in. Finish my top loop toward me at a 90-degree angle, up, over, and away. And now again, I'm going to double back over my previous wrap and give it that nice artisan feel, the nested wrap. These cutters are good for a lot, but not for getting tight in, so I'm going to pull my other cutters to clip that tail. Go ahead and attach it to the ear wire. Angle out to the side. Loop it on. Make sure it's facing forward, which it's not, so I'm going to go ahead and correct that. There. We'll repeat that to make the second earring. So we've got our ruby wreath set, our olivine wreath set, and you can find project bundles for both of these at beadaholique.com. Thanks for watching.